I've just powered on our MP1200, the motorized option with the weight lowering device. As you see, it does want to do a quick calibration, basically just checking the home position. I'm going to click OK. And the top portion is going to do a little dance, just making sure that things are in line. Next, it's going to bring you to your live test mode screen, which I'd like to walk you through the program section. We have to enter our code 852. I've configured this test method based on test conditions for polypropylene that are pretty common. So the beginning of the program features, it wants to know what type of test we're doing. Manual cut is for procedure A. Procedure B, which we are doing, is our automated time flow test. Next, you have the option to pick millimeters or inches for your unit representation for position. That indicates the travel on the PPDT, movement of this arm during the test. Next, we need to enter our test load, which is our weight plus 100 grams from the piston rod. So we're using a 2060 gram weight to get to a 2.16 kilogram option. Our preheat time that I found working with your material is 390 seconds. And on the right hand side here, these dimensions are standard based on the size of your orifice. The only time you would change that would be if you had a half die, then in which case you'd have to measure and enter that in there. Other than that, you won't change it. So next, we are going to program our entered value for our density. If you were running a manual test, you can have the machine calculate the density. However, for a motorized test, procedure B, you do need to enter it. So we are only going to do one capture today. And next we need to program our start height. So our start height correlates with, again, the PPDT. So where is this going to be during the test, and then how much travel is it going to move throughout the test? When does it take that capture? So the start height is 46 millimeters, and that's based off ASTM, and is a representation of our scribe lines here, which you need to be just at that point to start your test per the method, basically indicating that there's, X amount of material in the barrel there underneath the piston foot. And our travel distance, again, is, how much is this moving during the test? So for flow rate, for your type material, I put in 1 inch, 25.4 millimeters should do it. If it were slower material, we would drop that number down. If it had a higher flow rate, we would increase that number. So we enable our weight lowering device, and we're going to program that height at 71 millimeters, which I'll point out later in different videos. And there's no need to set up a time limit, but you do have that feature there if you forever needed it. So the identifiers you can choose to enable or disable, whichever ones you'd like, just simply clicking them on or off. Main thing down here is the alarm section. It's very beneficial for beginners, also testers using procedure A. Our test results, again, just like our identifiers, you click on or off. So we didn't make any changes to that, so there's no need to save. And now we can go back into our test mode. We've already selected our program, and the machine is warming up.